Yo, what's going on? It's your man Ricky Dawn, and I just got back from the movie theaters. Just checked out Sinners, yeah, by Ryan Coogler, starring Michael B. Jordan. It was a pretty dope experience. I know a lot of people are just kind of like, should I go see it? Is the hype real? I'm gonna keep this brief with you. I'm gonna keep it short. Um, Out of 10, man, it's somewhere in the 8 or 9 arena. Okay. I would say between 7 and 10. So you will know you're going to see something that's between a 7 out of 10 to a 10 out of 10, somewhere in that range. I think most people would agree. I don't think anybody who was in the theater with me would call this a 6 or lower, in my personal opinion. Um, it's I don't want to spoil you a lot. I want to give you some general idea of what you're going to see. It's about two brothers who come from Chicago back to Mississippi, and they get the idea to start a juke joint and make some money. And along the way, they recruit all these amazing people. A young church boy who's really good at music, a guy who can be security, a guy who can play the blues, somebody who can cook catfish, somebody who can make the sign for the outside of the juke joint. They recruit all these people. I'll say this: amazing movie. Even if you remove the vampire element, the movie by itself is extremely well choreographed. Like there was a point, like well before the vampires came into it, because believe it or not, the vampire stuff doesn't even happen until about the middle of the movie. So like the first half of the movie is really just character building, and they did an amazing job on that part. But they get all these people, they start their little juke joint, and it's going really well. And then the pastor's son, young preacher boy, plays some music and lights that place up. And this is probably the best part of the film, because they're basically telling you that great music can resurrect the past and even usher in the future. So they have this amazing scene, probably the most dynamic scene of the film. While the young man is playing his guitar and singing, you got past African tribes, you got present day people and their little giddy ups. They even brought in people from the future, like with modern clothes. They brought in people from the 90s, the 80s, and they put them all in this room. It was very surreal. It's probably the best scene I've seen in a film in some time, and I just loved how they pulled that off. You'll know what I'm talking about when you see somebody that's from the year 2000, interacting with people who look like they're from that particular time frame. Where people are still picking cotton and stuff like that. But then you see this person from the future interacting and dancing, and then you see this person from like pre-slavery African day. It was just amazing, just a very surreal moment. And this music is so dynamic that it kind of awakens these vampires, man. And one by one, these three vampires basically infect this entire party. It really starts with one vampire, and it just kind of goes from there. But I'm gonna leave it there. I think that's about all you need to know. You need to know that it's an amazing group of characters. You need to know that one vampire turns into three, and three vampires turn into more. That's all. And from there, allow yourself to enjoy, being surprised. I thought that the execution of the two Michael B. Jordans was flawless. I was looking for the seams. I was trying to find like the little blue screen where, man, they pulled that off so well. So shout out to Michael B. Jordan for pulling it off. But overall, not bad at all. And for me personally, I know I said it's like a range between 7 and 10. I'm gonna go 8.5, and that's pretty strong for me. So I'm gonna go 8.5 for sure. And I was thoroughly surprised by how well the movie was made, and I think Ryan Coogler has figured it out. I think he's figured it out. So that's pretty much it. I don't want to spoil the movie for anybody. I want you to still go see it, but generally speaking, I really enjoyed it. Have you seen it? And if so, what did you think? Yeah, what did you think? And what is your favorite part of the movie? For me, I think my favorite part was when the young boy starts to sing inside the juke joint, and all these different eras of black people join in on the dancing. Crazy, crazy. All right, y'all. It's been good.